What's good, homies, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we'll be going over my team of the week for round 2, but before that, here's a quick look at my picks for round 2. And as you can see, I got 6 of the 8 games. The 2 games that I didn't get, honestly I wasn't surprised because either game could have went either way. The rest of the games kind of went the way that I thought it would. But anyway, let's move right along to the team of the week. Starting with the back 5, at fullback I've got Clint Gutherson, on the wings I've got Sionek Ardor and Blake Ferguson, the Parramatta standout, and in the centres I've got Jack Bird and Braden Burns. A couple of doubles here in this back 5, 2 tries to Gutherson, 2 tries to Sionek Ardor, and 2 tries to Blake Ferguson, who in my opinion was the standout of the back 5. Fergo as usual had a high work rate. He ran for 298 meters, made 2 line breaks and 10 tackle breaks. He also made 64 post contact meters, and just further proving that he is hard to handle out on that wing. Alright, moving on into the halves. At 5'8", I went off Jimmy Maloney, and at halfback I've got Luke Keary. So Jimmy Maloney had a questionable first quarter, but his experience really shone through in the final stages of the match when he came up with some huge defensive plays that ultimately won the game for the Panthers. As for Luke Keary, filling in for Cooper Cronk, it was his first half performance that pretty much secured him the number 7 spot. With 4 try assists and 2 line break assists, Keary looked like a natural 7. Alright, moving along to the front row, we've got Tavita Pangai Jr., Robbie Farah and Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. There are some huge performances here in the front row, but none more impactful than Tavita Pangai Jr. He had an explosive first 20 minutes to start the game, and he pretty much put his hand up as the leader of this young forward pack. Overall, he made 10 hit-ups for 109 meters, 7 tackle busts, 43 post-contact meters, and a try to top things off. But in my opinion, it was his defensive effort that really gave the Broncos momentum boosts in certain stages of the match. It was clear to see that he was out to prove a point, and in my opinion, he did just that with the performance against the Cowboys. As for Jared Waerea-Hargreaves, it was an 80-minute effort, 21 hit-ups, he ran for 232 meters, 76 post-contact meters, and made 43 tackles. It was just an all-around solid 80 minutes from Jared that made it pretty hard to deny him a spot in this week's team of the week. Now to our hooker, our number 9 of the week, Robbie Farah. Wow, what a performance once again. He did a good job getting the Titans on the front foot on certain occasions, making 1 line break, creating 2 line break assists, and 3 try assists. I'm definitely interested to see if he can keep this momentum up moving on in future rounds. Moving on to our back rows of the week, we have Sean Lane, Sam Burgess, and Jai Arrow. So Sean Lane, he's been pretty effective for Parramatta so far. He's had an injury-ridden past, but I think if he can remain healthy for the rest of the season, we could be seeing him in the team of the week more often than not. As for Sam Burgess, he's the only survivor from last week's team of the week. He had another big performance this week with 5 tackle busts, 1 try assists, and 2 tries to his name. Now Jai Arrow in the losing team, just listen to his stats. He ran for 290 meters, made 88 post-contact meters, 7 tackle busts, and 4 offloads. I'd say it's probably the best game he's had, and it's a shame because it was in the losing side, of course, in a directionless Titans team. Now with that huge performance, he also earned himself 0 Dally M votes. What in the fuck? Now last but not least, our interchange. I've got here Lachlan Lamb, Regan Campbell-Gillard, Aaron Woods, and Thomas Flegler. Now with high caliber players like RCG and Aaron Woods on the bench, you'd expect nothing less from them. They both had big performances, as well as the young guns here with Lachlan Lamb and Thomas Flegler. First of all, Lamb, this was his debut. He was pretty composed for the most part. He managed to create a few opportunities under pressure, and his defense also looked pretty solid. As for Tom Flegler, his work rate off the bench is every coach's dream really. In 37 minutes, he ran for 196 meters, which was the most in-game, and he made 74 post-contact meters and made 22 tackles. So that pretty much wraps up round 2's team of the week. I think it's a pretty decent side. Of course, if you have your own team of the week, let me know in the comment section down below. As for the gameplay in the background, the team will be available to download in the fan hub across all platforms. For all you Fortnite players that aren't supporting a creator in the game, my creator code is OddSquad. And as always, slap that like button for more rugby league content or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.